August 1939. Fighting had ended in Spain and war in China had slowed, but nobody had believed war would be avoided. Hitler was tremendously popular at home, and his recent occupation of Czechoslovakia had made European countries nervous. August 21st, 1939, a Nazi-Soviet non-aggression pact was signed. An announcement to the world left out the dismemberment of Poland. Poland was Hitler's guaranteed access to the sea. It was the free corridor of Danzig, created by the Treaty of Versailles. This agreement, signed by the League of Nations, caused resentment among the German people. This agreement angered Hitler, who saw the land as the birthright of the Germans. Hitler thought of Poles as inferior people, only good as slaves or corpses. September 1st, 1939. After a masterfully planned staging of a Polish invasion, Germany invaded Poland from the north, south, and the west.
On September 1st, 1939, he struck without warning.
By October 1st, Germany and the Soviet Union had completely overrun Poland. The Battle of Normandy was fought June 6, 1944, between Nazi Germany in Western Europe and invading Allied forces. Allied formations came from the US, UK, and Canada. French and Polish forces also penetrated along with contingents from Belgium, Czechoslovakia, Greece, Netherlands, and Norway. Success in Normandy established a foothold which penetrated Hitler's fortress Europe. August 1944. The Falaise Pocket was the area between four towns of Troon, Argentan, Vimontoise, and Chambois, near Falaise, France. The Allied troops had made progress in Normandy, and by August 4th, the German front facing the 12th Army Group had largely collapsed. However, the Germans continued to fight fiercely. The Allied plan was to cut off the Germans by sending the 1st Canadian Army south through Falaise to meet the American 3rd Army attacking north. This plan was modified to close the gap between Trun and Chambois to the east. Lieutenant Mike Saganowski fought in the Hedgerow country during the Battle of Falaise.
1944, you see the two. So we've been fighting with German, and about a couple of weeks of one talk, my platoon, they went too far advance. So we were to advance, right? We've been fighting amongst all the Germans, you see the two. And eventually they shot my tank, you see, they hit my tank, and we're lucky.
He was captured by the Germans and was forced to march for 4 days. Lieutenant Saganowski was separated from the rest of his men and taken to the German headquarters.
Well, and take me right in the front, there are 3 generals who was in charge of the whole German army. And I remember the face even today. So what they usually ask you, they shoot the question, how many divisions, they ask you which division I am come from. Ask you how many other divisions here, in the position there, what they're fighting. I say, well, I wasn't positioned to know how many divisions in the army here. I know it's American here, British, Canadian, Polish, and some other term. So after all, they've been discussing.
They eventually dismissed him. He marched with a German unit for days because they did not have the infrastructure and resources to get him to a POW camp.
Because all German, you have to go back of them. And I spoke French to the girls. I said, look, I'm in it, I need the help. she understands right away what's going on. All right. They grabbed her underarm and take away and felt, come on, come on. And I was following them in hospital, you see. Eventually I landed some small room and wait, would you wait here because we're going to organize you so escape. Yeah. So I'll be waiting, I don't know how long I'll be waiting until eventually it came. And
Lieutenant Saganowski was told to jump from the window of a second-floor closet which led to a garden. He was given a place to hide.
A false ID card. I'm a refugee from Paris, as a title, and give me a name French, I have to remember it. I said, okay, so, all right. So, in about half a day, I was civilian. I was civilian too. And so I stayed with them for about 3 or 4 days. German was all, I was all among the German, but I didn't go very much out because in case anything happened to this boy. So I wait till the Canadian came and they liberated this part of France. Oh, thank you too.
After the Germans left the area, he rested and got cleaned up. He was led to the garden behind one of the houses and was told to dig under a tree, where he found his officer's uniform that had been laundered and pressed by the French villagers. He changed into his uniform and hiked to one of the main roads where military units were traveling.
Tracks or what? I was lucky I stopped the Canadian MP. I say, I was in German hands and now I need to go back to my unit. What is your unit? Oh yes, we know what is it. We know what is it. So, come on, sit down. They took me right to my unit. When they bring me in the unit, say, oh here, over there, you can walk from the road. And I walk. Some adjutant from my, he was in the company, he was higher rank. My colleagues, you see, officer, he said, are you still alive? We thought probably you're dead.
Lieutenant Saganowski was immediately assigned a new tank and a new crew and sent out to do his job again. After the Battle of Falaise, most of the Germans occupying France had gone, clearing the road for the Allies to Paris. This would be the first step to ending the war in Europe and defeating Nazi Germany. Throughout World War II, the Poles faced many tragedies and setbacks, including loss of their homeland as well as loss of family, friends, and neighbors. They faced exile in other countries, but rallied to form 5 more Polish armies, including 4 in exile. They fought as part of the Allied forces and contributed to the victories in Normandy and the Falaise Pocket, among others. Lieutenant Mike Saganowski's personal contributions and escape from German hands is an individual triumph of many soldiers' personal stories and sacrifices. At the conclusion of the war, many celebrations of all allies took place. Tragically, the Poles were not invited to participate in the victory parades in London and Moscow. However, their Polish sentiment held that their participation was valued and necessary. Although their homeland was not the Poland they knew pre-World War II, they had a home to call their own and rebuild.